Hello, everyone. Welcome on Tech Hour. Today, I'm going to guide you through our the release highlights of the new version of Creatio, which is 8.2.3. Okay, so today, what I'm going to talk about is the changes in our Creatio AI, meaning that I'm going to show you how we can access permissions for AI skills. So maybe for today, as you can see by the slide, the changes in Creatio will not be as spectacular as previously with new landing page designer or with email designer. So there will be a lot of let's say small things that I am sure will improve way of your work and the quality of your of working with Creatio. Uh, anyway, as I mentioned, with the version 8.2.3, now it will be possible to set the access rights to give the proper permissions for the given skills. I'm going to show you where to reach out. And also, I didn't mark this in orange because I will mention about it, but we can use skills in business processes. But for that, we need to change the type of the skill itself. Again, I'm going to show you that later where it can be changed. So keep that in mind later on. Also, we have improved working Creatio AI on mobile application. And as for the no-code composability, we have improved our business rule designer. We have got updates on Freedom UI designer itself as well. Again, those will be kind of small changes, but they might be very helpful. Also, for the beta releases. So again, uh, I will show you where to find it just in case you would like to test it. We have got prepared multiple page data sources. So now not only the form page or any page will have to limit itself to one data source. That's another way how we can make connections in between the objects. This is in beta testing, so we will be very happy to hear the feedback from you in regards of that. And the second beta release is in regards of dashboards. So also I know that a lot of people was awaiting for this functionality. So now not only we can create a dashboard as a separate page or section, we can place it in our pages as a component itself. Okay. So for the CRM, part of Creatio and these updates. For the marketing, landing pages and email marketings, there are a few improvements. Again, I will show you quick display what you can find there, but those are the changes that I know a lot of you was waiting for. So also for the landing pages, it's going to be the publish button that previously was also in beta. So thank you for your feedback. With your help, we're able to set it according to proper standards and make some touch-ups as well. So uh, for sales, there was some improvements in forecasting and customer 360 application. Uh, for the knowledge base in service Creatio, there is improvement I'm going to show you. In my opinion, this is quite amazing update. Because we can add some videos to knowledge base articles, and not only we have to upload it from our own devices, but we can use the existing servers such as YouTube, etc., by pasting the link. Okay, so for composable apps and mobile CRM, there were also some improvements, but I will mention about that a little bit later. And there were some improvements in WCAG standards as for the accessibility. performer gains, SSO and security improvements, and what you can see on the slide. Um, I am not sure if you guys have any questions, but some of you might have. Please feel free to paste in the chat. If I will not refer to them automatically, please forgive me, but I believe that among the participants, there are some of my colleagues that will be happy to answer you. Okay, so for the composable apps, uh, as I mentioned, we have improved knowledge management. There is also chats available in Freedom UI. We improved pasting email addresses. That's also one thing. And as for the mobile application, we have improved AI skills integration, barcode scanner, and QR-based server URL configuration. Okay, going further, please change. Thank you. And as for WCAG standards, I will just leave this slide for a second. And the list of the improvements in this area is huge. Starting from what you see on the screen right now, going through the desktops, there is also improvement in progress bar and many other components on the pages. So the effort that the team put into the updates is enormous. And more about that, you will be able to read in our release notes article that should appear shortly after the tech hour, if it is not already there. So, yep, going further with the changes. This, what you see right now, this is one of the new releases in our marketplace. So Inbox Insights app. For many marketeers, I guess it would be quite useful because in here you will gather the statistics where your email actually lands. So if it is like on the Gmail, so in some mailboxes where you have to organize through social commercials or subscriptions, a lot of emails land there and those sections are not visited. So, this is kind of a waste of an email. With this app available in the marketplace, you can track it better, so your scores would be better and you can reach out to the bigger amount of people. So in regards of the improvements in the application hub itself, there are a few of them. So now there were also changes in the flow of installing multiple applications, as mentioned over here. But also it will be visible if the installed apps are configured and compatible with our environments. Yes, as in attached screen. And as for the mobile application, again, there were plenty of improvements on that matter. So it could be more pleasurable for the users to use mobile app and not only on Creatio on the desktop. So in regards of the improvements, like user-wise, let me start from visiting the section for feature toggling. This is where I enabled our data feature. So first one was in regards of dashboards. Let me find it. And it should be somewhere over here. Freedom UI dashboard enabled. So this is the code. And the second one was for multi data. Okay, multiple. Allow multiple data sources. I believe this is the second code for this second beta feature. Nevertheless, both of them, they will be provided in our release notes article. And coming to the features. Let me start from lead generation workplace and start from landing pages. Before our tech hour, I allowed myself to prepare like a very quick draft. So that was something just to show you. Apparently, yeah, the draft is not visible. Okay, here it is. Yeah, the internet provider recently is not on my site this week. But the feature that we have implemented on the landing page designer itself, as I mentioned, this is something that came from the beta version with the previous release 2.2. And again, with your feedback, we're able to pull it out to release it with this release. And we can simply publish our the changes in the template and our landing page by clicking on the button. And again, link will be available over here. And this is going to be the published version. And as we are still in this sort of designer, there were a few changes in our bulk email designer. So let me quickly create a new one. Let's call it Tech Hour. So yes. Roman, let me quickly refer to Roman's question. Can we change published site URL? So that was available already with the release of it. So here we've got the URL Slack, and this is what you will see by the end of the URL. Unless you would like to change it completely, then yeah. Okay, email marketing, bulk emails, tech hour. So I'm not going to design the full template. If you don't mind. But I would like to focus on the new feature, which is that we can create the email templates by the languages. And I believe for many marketeers, it can be very useful because with one template, we can create multiple language versions for the given email. And depending on the preferred language of the contact, that person will receive the message in the given language. So let me shortly and quickly drop a title block, and let's go with hello there for the English version. Hello there. And let's add one more content block with an image so we know this is the English version of a template. Here we are. Okay, this is our English version. And over here on the left top corner, you will find the languages. I already prepared additional language, which is Polish for our for this environment. So for this particular one, by default, we are going to start with one language version. So that's why you only see the English one. But if I will go to the settings, as I mentioned, I added to my environment Polish language as well. And I'm going to switch to add the Polish language to this email template. And now, as you can see, I'm going to switch it. And let me Hmm. Let me quickly change for, and let me change the image to the Polish one. Change image. No Polish flag. Okay, let's go with this one. Okay. Yes, so now I can design the specific, especially the text version. As you can see, hello there is still in my English template. And if I will switch back to the Polish one, I've got, oh, the image did not upload it. Let me save it. Perfect. Yeah, so that's another feature for email designer. Okay, let me take a look into the chat. So I am just sure that you're not left alone. Mhm.
Yeah, so Damian,
Uh-huh.
thank you very much. That is a very great input, but this is something that is, I believe, to be in development. Indeed, as of now, just like previously, this is not something to be introduced here. This is something that was enabled in previous release. You can merge the list of default merge tags that you have there. Mm, Now, the files on the file manager is we're using the same library, so everyone will be able to see it. And Matt, I believe you can address the question for reusable header, right, as a part of
Mm,
the template. So long story short, yes, if you're not going to do any presentation, that yes, that would be
uh,
a reusable row that is a header or a footer.
Thank you very much, Yuri, for this introduction. And yeah, that's exactly the another thing that I would like to present you because this is partially the update of the 2.3 version because it was implemented at some point of the previous one. But now we can save the default rows. So for instance, I can save that. We can do that from two standpoints. First of all, from the row standpoint over here, and the second one from our right side panel. Nonetheless, this is a huge improvement. The first time I saw it, I was quite impressed because in comparison to Classic UI, we can manage our templates, row templates, way better. So now not only I will go with Poland category, nothing yet because I did not create it, but I can add multiple categories and this way I can sort the properly templates, right? So I'm going to add a new one. Okay. Polish rose. Yeah, I'm going to. You can save and let me do the same. Why not? To my English row. Let me save it. English and category. I'm going to add also new one for the English row. English rows. And I'm going to add it to this category. So if now I will go to rows, I would like to apply another one. Not only we've got the file suggestion and the structures of them, but now available, there is a Polish row. Okay, Polish picture is not working with me. Oh, okay, here it is. And also for English row, I've got my Union Jack and the greeting over here. So that would be it in regards of our marketing tools. Okay, so let me quickly go to another section that I would like to show you, which will be in our AI command center. So let's go to Creatio AI skills because as I showed you on my first slide, now we can set access rights to our skills. So we can assign given skills to the given roles. I mean, and that would help us to manage our spending of our tokens. Yeah, so I believe not all roles needs, for instance, the service department needs to have different skill to apply rather than the sales one. So now to make it also easier for the user in the usage of Creatio AI to determine how and which skills should they use. And you will find it at the very, very bottom of the record page of the skills at the very, very bottom. And we can add either users or roles. So exactly, we're taking the values for system administration object. So that is it. And also the part that I didn't marked on presentation on orange is the usage mode. I guess it would be worth to mention and to remind that depending where you would like to use the given skill, the usage mode is that important that for the chat, you are going to be able to use them from the chat panel and API. They will be available in the business processes. So in the BPM, just to quickly show you, those skills with API usage mode, they will be available underneath this action. So call Creatio AI. That's just to mention. Again, I'm not going to focus and elaborate more on that because I know that Creatio AI training is going to be prepared and more information how to build skills and how to manage and work with Creatio AI is in progress. All right. So now let's maybe switch to Customer 360 in terms of other improvements with the new release. And let's visit maybe any contact. Because the changes now that I would like to present are available in Freedom UI Designer. Okay, let me take a look in the chat. Okay, this is the discussion between Damien and Yuri. Perfect. So let me visit drag and drop designer for the given page. Okay, and the first, let's start from the small things, would be that little change for the toggle panel component itself. Naturally, you will find it in the layout elements. I mentioned components, yeah. The toggle panel element itself. So now we can switch from the buttons or the tabs that we previously have to the drop down. So now instead of, if you would like to save some space on the page, maybe on some mini page, you can use, right now you can use it in a form of a drop down. Yeah, and now, yeah. That's how it looks like. Let's give it back to a button. I don't know. I'm kind of more used to that. And also, let's click on the save button of the form page itself, because as previously, the improvement and enhancements was to stay on the page after a record is being saved. Now we can also customize the message that we see that the record was saved. I'm going to show you. So because this is going to be a contact record, let's say it's going to be welcome aboard. No spelling error, perfect. Welcome aboard. Yeah. And for the last improvement that I have prepared for you, from the Freedom drag and drop designer, let's call this tab 8.2.3. Yes. And let me quickly drop a multi-selection lookup component, or maybe let me search for it. Yeah, this is also another enhancement from the previous release that I truly appreciate working in the designer. So for the multi-selection lookup, again, that might be a small change, but what we can do with it now, the field itself, it might be as read only. So it can be populated with a different method, and it can be used just to display the information. Yeah, as it has connection in between multiple objects. Yeah, we can configure that from other page related to it. Okay, so now maybe let me quickly show you what we have on the very top of the left on our left side panel, because I have enabled, of course, our data version, data feature, not data feature, beta feature. Now, not only I can see the name of the source of the given page, but also I can see that I am able to add another data source, right? So let me quickly add existing one just to show the behavior of it. Okay, actually, it is in my eyes reach, sight reach. Yeah. So now as I have added another one, if I will drop down the content, you can see I can add some new values, some new fields to the account data model, as well as I can drag out already existing fields from this object. So that's another way how we can build relationships in between data models in Creatio. So again, please feel free to get the beta feature, play around with it. As I said already, we wait for your feedback and we are really happy to hear it as we just can improve our tool for your needs. And the last uh, improvement in our drag and drop designer would be the dashboards. Again, this is beta feature, so I have it enabled before the session. So let me drag it out over here. Okay, let me take a look into the chat. Okay, Yuri, if you can take that over, I would really appreciate it.
Sure, no problem.
Thanks. So yeah, in this in this component, we can design our own dashboard. So let's get to it. Let me quickly click over here to create a new one. And to design it, we just need to drag and drop the elements from the left side panel. Again, the behavior is quite similar uh, as with our desktop in the designing standpoint, but I believe you already know it, how to design it uh, from your experience. So let me quickly set some charts just to have something to display. Mm -hmm. Maybe. Mhm. Just something like that. Please don't mind the aesthetics as for now. Mhm. Stage right. Okay, let me quickly save it. Uh, so again, please do not mind the aesthetics. Uh, so as I saved the new dashboard over here, it will be available for this component. But not only I have to limit myself to this one, but also I can create another one. So simply by clicking on this plus icon, the same as the toggle panel or the tabs are working, we can create multiple dashboards over there. So we can design completely different dashboards, maybe with some label as well and something, some other dashboards or widgets, sorry. Let me leave it empty just to not take the unseen time for too much. Yeah, and now, let me maybe change the title of them. Okay, a little bit better. So let me apply the changes. Okay, let me take as it's saving, let me quickly take a look into the chat.
Yeah, there are a few questions. I'm addressing all of them. I
Okay,
think so. No problem.
perfect. Thank you, Yuri. Uh, right. So let's quickly see the changes. And by the way, I'm going to refer this because this is my favorite part, I guess, from the previous release. So now as we made some changes in the designer, we don't have to refresh the whole environment, but apparently in my case, it is going to be the case, but we simply need to revisit the paid
Yeah, so
inconvenience.
maybe meanwhile we could address some of the questions because I'm not sure how the feed is represented for everyone. So we had a few great questions is in what is the application of having multiple data sources? And up to this moment, you only had one primary data source, which meant that you could potentially read data from different objects, from different tables through those objects, but you could only modify one object at a time. So it means if looking into a contact page, you could read any detail from account behind that contact, but not to modify that data. You would need to create either business process for such a modification, or you would need to open that account and then modify data there. Now we can use both data sources, so we can immediately modify. But application is actually greater because you could now, having multiple data sources, initiate a business process that will not only process, in this case, a contact, but also an account passing the ID for both, for example, right? So if you think of it, there are actually very broad application for it. Matt, I see your page is loaded, so I'm shutting up.
Yeah, thank you, Yuri, for taking over. Uh, and that was very insightful. So thanks again. So let's get back to Alice Phillips, maybe. Let's leave Yuri around alone. Yeah. And as you can see in the tab, that's what I was saying in terms of the component itself. Now you don't only have to limit yourself with this component to display only watch that one dashboard. Yes, you can go with multiple one, and it can be implemented on the form page, on the toggle panel. And remember, just remember, once designing the dashboards themselves, adjust, or maybe the size of the on the designer is going to adjust to the container where it is located. So try to rather use the full width of the screen. That's my tip for the future. Um, okay, so once we got in here, let me create a new contact. Add a contact name, first name John, last name Lebowski, and that's it, what I want to do, because we customized, insane, come on. Okay, I pass. Where was the message? New record. Okay, here we go with our message, welcome aboard. So again, you can customize it according what kind of record you're going to save in the designer. Also, for the lists themselves, you as admins, now, in the settings of the list components, we have added one additional functionality to save the given view as a default one. So we can save it as a default one, but in case the older users are going to customize the column display according to their needs, with this saving way, we are not going to have any influence on what they are going to see on their devices. But when we are going to overwrite it, even though they have customized, they have added some new columns, we're going to place the display that we have set on their user accounts as well. Yeah. Okay. And another small thing that in my opinion belongs to lifesavers and enhancements. Now, what we can do is that we can also move the folders. Here it is. So now we can move the given folder to another one. So now you do not need to remove one, recreate it in another to to assign it to another parent folder. Now you can simply and recreate the filters, of course, because I know that a lot of them are complex. Now you can just move the folder and place it in another parent one. So I believe, again, in terms of managing data, I believe this is going to be great enhancement and it's going to save a few more good minutes. Great. So as we're coming to an end, I would like to point out two more sections in service creation. So the first one, as I told you, was to the knowledge base. Um, let's open the first article and let's go to editing. Let's edit it. All right. So in terms of adding a video, we can do that now. And as I told you, over here, you'll find it in this configuration panel or formatting panel. Uh, we can upload a file from our device. We can embed the code, but also, in my opinion, this is quite useful, especially if you have like some to-dos on YouTube. You can just paste the URL and it is going to work. Mm, okay, so let me just open just to copy the link of the video. And now the video is available in our article. And what is also amazing, not only it is linked, but we can just play it through the wing. All right. And the last thing that I would like to mention, as I told you before, we have got another section for chat. It is also available in Freedom UI. And in here, you will be able to manage or archived and existing chats, however, whenever they were created, of course, if you have them in your database. But still, uh, you can see if the chat is in progress or it has finished. That is a tool that can help, especially in service when you're dealing with cases, requests. So you can refer to the given contact, what was going on out there. So that would be it from my end at this point.
Yeah, there's also questions that I would rather address verbally, also from Damian. Damian, meanwhile, I was trying to look into the roadmap that we have, specifically addressing the formulas in metrics. I don't see, but it could have been that I'm just failing to use proper keywords. But probably you know that since 8.2.1, we introduced the formulas for business rules, and that is also a front end calculation in runtime, right? So I think the technology is there, and if you will voice it out, I'm not sure if it's already in roadmap, but if you voice it out, again, considering the technology is pretty much there already, I think it could be addressed, maybe. So again, your inputs are super valuable. Make sure that they're voiced out, use the community, well, and us, obviously.
Okay, thanks, Yuri. Okay, I noticed that for some time the chat froze. And if you have any questions, I guess this is a good time to do so. Meanwhile, I hope you enjoy the updates and watching what's new with Creatio as much as I did. So, yeah, I believe that it is going to be set on the level of the filters or by the current page or maybe by system administration object. That depends how you're going to set the charts, Eric. Yeah. Okay, guys. So once again, thank you very much for today.